Morning, everybody. Welcome back to UncutAlly. My name is Allie A.
My name's Chris.
What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is
Saying hi to everybody.
What are you, zapping them?
Sorry, everyone.
Anyway, welcome back to Sip and Shows. Sorry. It's because you got that in my fucking head.
Maybe we'll just rename it.
I've thought about it many times. But then the pun doesn't work, Chris. It's a play on words. Double. It's a double play on words. It'd only be a un play on words.
Singular.
Anyway, welcome back to Sips and Shows, where we sip on some shows and sip on some drinks. Chris wanted to open them on camera, but I struggle opening Gatorades, so... Oh, God, I did it.
I got a... What'd you get?
I have orange Gatorade.
I get Monster. It's gonna be a night.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Chris has lots of work. Chris's job is like having a whole thing, and he has to deal with it.
Whole thing.
But it's exciting. Cheers, bitch. Oh, that's nice. And I'm drinking Gatorade because I feel awful.
No.
I'm sick. I have like a head cold. It's going around. The amount of people coughing everywhere.
Yeah, everyone's coughing.
Everybody's sick. And none of it is like Kafifi related. Like,
yeah.
There's a head cold going around. Everybody thinks because of the weather, because it went from like super hot to like cold and rainy back to super hot.
That makes sense.
Not vibing
it
with
was
it.
gross today.
It's disgusting.
Gross.
At least you have fucking AC, all right? No, but there's no AC in my building. Anyway. This is wrong on UncutAlly.
We watched Rick and Morty, everybody.
Yes. We're on. I hope I sound okay.
You sound totally
my
normal.
ears are clogged, so I feel like I'm like compensating for it. Or I'm talking like really low like this. Anyway, episode
6. Yes, episode 6. The weird one. That's what I like to call it.
It's a weird one. It's the Thanksgiving episode.
Is the mic blocking your face?
That's what I thought.
I think it is.
Is it? No, I think that's my hair.
What?
See, now it's blocking my face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh, this is my boobs. Anyway, sorry, everybody. It does look like, but like, look.
What is that?
What is on my It looks like there's like a white thing on my face.
What is that?
It looks like I have like a Bane mask on in the preview. Chris is gonna go handle it. Is it just my face?
What is that? Oh, it's the level thing.
What?
It's the UI of the camera.
I got really scared. I was like, oh, there's a bug on me. And it's big. Anyway, it's Thanksgiving episode. This episode is going off to a great start.
Yes. This is a weird one, man. It's not even close to Thanksgiving.
That's my favorite part of it.
I'm telling you, Justin Roiland said many times he wants one episode to be released every month. I feel like he planned it all out so like this would come out during Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Like otherwise, why would you have a Thanksgiving episode?
Mathematically, would that add up?
I don't know.
I feel like it would.
But also, like, I think they were supposed to premiere it a lot earlier.
We started
as well.
in June, July, August, September, October, November. It would have worked out perfectly.
Damn, that sucks. The next one's probably gonna be like Christmas or something.
See, what I thought was gonna happen was the play for Thanksgiving is because they were like, it's America's birthday.
Yeah.
Which is 4th of July, which is why I thought they made it in July. Because at first you think, oh, it's a July thing. Nope, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think he realizes each episode takes around like a month to make, so like they could just keep going like every month.
Just wanted like a
perpetually instead of like you wait like a year for the next season, you know?
For the next 7 episodes.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We appreciate it. Anyway, episode opens. Car robot shoots out of the portal. We're clearly in some government building. Car robot was not doing well. I don't know if it's because it was programmed poorly or Rick just was manning it poorly. Yeah. It was like shooting things, breaking everything. But anyway, they're stealing the Constitution. I thought it was going to be like a national treasure Declaration of Independence thing.
Yeah.
Which is like the whole thing's like they're stealing it. And then, because in the preview, it was just up until... so anyway, they're stealing it, and then Morty accidentally shoots a hole through it, and it hits the Statue of Liberty, and there's an assassin made by France underneath the Statue of Liberty. Oh, God. And now it's attacking New York.
That's insane. That was insane. That was my favorite storyline.
Yeah. So anyway, with that, like, I thought they were gonna do something more with it.
Yeah.
Especially because that was like the preview. But I mean, every episode they've been throwing us off with the preview of like what it's actually gonna be. So I thought it was gonna be the one where they're like are in ranger suits, but it's actually next episode. And I thought they were gonna fight the Statue of Liberty, but they're not. So the theme song does. And he mentioned that it's Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So then we cut back in, and sorry, I'm gonna have to sniff. I'm gonna sniff off camera. I'm gonna be like the chocolate rain guy.
I disguised it.
Thank you. So sorry, everybody. So then we cut, and we're back in the Smith household.
There's old Smithies.
There's an anti-portal shimmer around the house because the president is mad. The president has been coming up a lot this season.
Yeah, he was here twice, right? That's a lot for.
Went through a lot to get there.
That's a lot. Like, the president shows up like once every other season, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, he's not that big of a. Like, he feels like a main character right now. It's weird.
I like the president. They're so cute together, him and Rick.
Oh, yeah. Lovers.
So he's upset. He's on the phone with Rick, and Rick's like, I'm sorry. It's all Morty's fault. We didn't mean to. I think they said, like, we'll handle the robot or some shit. Did they offer that?
No.
Am I crazy?
I don't think they offered that.
I might be crazy. Anyway. So the president's like, you're a terrorist. And he's like, you just call anybody who you don't like a terrorist. You should really think about that. And then they really like messing with Marines this season.
Yeah.
This is the second time we've had Marines. And we've made fun of them.
Is that the theme of the whole series?
Fuck the Marines?
Series?
That's
season?
hilarious. My dad's a Marine.
Yeah. But they like do it in like a fun way, I think.
No, I think they just play on like the trope of being anybody in the military. But
yeah,
Marines are just always the ones who have to deal with the shit, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So they're the ones that are always there. Anyway, so Rick calls them glorified Eagle Scouts. 2 of them die because they go through the anti-shimmer portal.
It's so sad.
R.I.P. them.
Yes.
So then he gets off the phone. Summer's like, why don't you 2 just fuck already? Because they're just like they just like love having that like enemies to lovers trope. They're perfect. Their storyline's perfect for it.
Yeah, that's true.
So Rick's like, no, we gotta get the presidential turkey pardon. Jerry asks again. Again, how many times has this happened?
Unclear.
So Jerry, what does Rick say to Jerry? He's like, how many years have I been living in this house?
Be careful how you answer that.
That's a play on the timeline and how it doesn't make sense.
Yes, timeline makes no sense. Another reference to that weird overarching theory, but I don't know. I'm starting to believe it less because I don't know. Like, Morty doesn't seem like he's getting fucked up too bad.
But it was a Rick and Morty adventure.
Yeah.
We haven't had a Rick and Morty adventure in episodes.
It's been a while. I just think the presidential pardon's the funniest way to get pardoned in the whole.
The turkey pardon?
That's the best thing.
I know.
The turkey pardon.
How does that transfer?
Yeah, like you...
Being pardoned as a turkey... Like, turkeys didn't commit a crime. It's just they don't get eaten.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like they get...
It's not like he, like, gets a clean slate.
It's so stupid.
Anyway. So, then we go... Sorry.
You're about to talk about the montage, huh?
The montage?
Where, like, they go over the plan. It's like Rick talking.
Yeah, so Rick and the president are in a classic scene that happens in action movies where the hero and the villain are, like, saying their plans, which, like, counteract each other and are opposites of each other, but, like, work as one cohesive plan. So Rick's like, you know, we got the turkey person, and then the president's like, who we euthanized. And Rick's goes back to, so we'll be turkey. Yeah. So anyway, it's just a back and forth of their convoluted plans. But the president has the leg up because what Rick doesn't know is that the president is sending turkey Marines in there. So they're not regular Marines who wouldn't be able to detect different turkey. Oh. Something just clicked. We'll bookmark it for when
I know
when
it clicked in your brain. I can tell.
Yeah?
Yes.
Anyway. So then we go and we see the American Marines. They're like stereotypical Americans, totally making fun of Americans and how it's just like a country guy and his pregnant wife, and she's
With
like
a pickup truck.
with a pickup truck. These original songs that are just describing what's happening are fucking killing it this season. I'm so
Brilliant.
glad this is a new thing that's happening. I fucking love them.
Yeah, they're
so he's like, you know, I gotta go. And she's like, don't come back here with feathers. And she's
great.
pregnant. Mary Lou. Does he have a name? Did we ever learn
His name was Coop.
Was it actually Coop?
Yes.
That's hilarious because he turned into a bird. Like a pigeon coop.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. So there's all the Marines, and then they turn into turkeys, and they get tracking chips implanted in them, which will be important later. That's what they kept saying.
Everybody.
That's what they kept saying. And it'll be important later. So then the turkey Marines are in the truck transporting all the turkeys. Sorry.
That is really hilarious because there's multiple scenes where like it has different companies involved in like the turkey pardoning process, and every single thing, like there was a water tower in the farm and written on it said like carrying turkeys that might be pardoned by the president, and then the truck says like carrying turkeys that might be pardoned by the president. It's
Really?
hilarious.
I couldn't read what it said.
Yeah, it's funny.
How did
Just
you
like another
supersonic see that?
man. I read quick in that instance.
It's wild.
Super fast reading.
You're so cool.
Thank you. You're so cool.
So
Anyway, continue.
Turkey Marines are in this truck that may contain turkeys that are going to get pardoned. And then we see that the president and his army people back at the White House, I assume. It's their secret base. And they're watching Rick and Morty, and they're like, oh, we think we got the garage door open. And they're like, well, that's not them. That's robot them.
Yeah.
Then the Marines back down at where the garage at the Smith residence. By the way, I'm sorry if I like really sound fucked up. I have like sick brain. Do you know when you're sick?
Yeah.
And your brain just doesn't work at full capacity. Somebody asked me to explain your job to them. I've never explained your job worse in my life. I'm so sorry. Anyway.
Can't wait to hear about that later.
So I'm sorry that I am like this. Promise I'm not stupid. I'm just sick. So then, what are we up to? What did I just say? Oh, robot them. So the Marines back at the base, they go toward, they drop a David, was that the David Blaine box, or does that come later? Anyway, so they drop a David Blaine box over Rick and Morty robots, and the robots are like, oh, you'll never catch us or something. They're saying something antagonizing.
Yeah.
So then the commander's like, oh, we got them in a David Blaine box. And he's like, that. The president goes, that proves it. No David Blaine box would hold Rick. So it's definitely robot them. Then we go to spaceship turkey Rick and Morty. They're already turkeys. Side note, why do some turkeys keep their hair? Rick, Morty, and Coop keep their hair. No one else does. None of the Marines do.
Yeah, the president didn't either, did he?
The president's bald. That's why he doesn't have hair.
Oh.
But he has like the same head shape.
Yeah, that makes sense. Allie, it's so you can differentiate them.
But I can differentiate them by their voices.
Yeah.
What's up with that guy?
No, that's true.
Anyway, oh, by the way, Jerry's still making Thanksgiving. He's doing his best. He mentions, he's like, I wish we had gone to my parents.
I know. I wrote
His
in caps.
parents are alive?
I wrote in caps, Jerry has parents with a question mark. I want that story.
Yeah.
I want to see how stupid. I want his parents to be even dumber than he is. Like,
I want them to be the smartest people in the world.
Oh my god. What if they're like scientists too?
Yes. And he's
All
just
along.
like cursed.
And that's why Jerry was attracted to Beth, because her grandfather was a scientist.
No, her father was a scientist. I don't know what her grandfather
Oh, fuck,
did.
you right. Yeah, anyway, that's maybe the most crazy information in this whole episode for me.
Yeah. So, what do we go to? Rick and Morty are now on the truck.
Yep.
They defeat some turkey Marines and they steal their identities. But the chips, the people back at the president's base are like, the chips are glitching. President's like, oh, they're fucking there. So then he turns himself into a turkey. He gets his chip. And then all the turkeys arrive where they need to be pardoned. Rick's like, all right, this is it. He's gonna come. He's gonna pardon me. But the fucking president's a turkey. And Rick's like, oh fuck, he has the upper hand. Morty, act like a turkey.
If you want to get something done, you do it your damn self.
Yeah.
President's a very clear thing.
Backfires a little bit, but he tries.
Yes.
So president's like, this is clearly Rick and Morty as turkeys. You're a fucking idiot. Him and Rick start fighting, but then the blueberries fall. So then it's a turkey frenzy. All the turkeys try to get all the blueberries. One of the Marines can't take it. He tries to fly up. All the guns kill him. It's a whole thing.
Cuts to a scene where one of the president's men says, we just lost New York to France.
Yes. We just lost New York to France. But briefly before that,
Oh, it is fucked.
Rick punches the chip out of the president and it goes into another turkey. That's important for soon.
Write that down.
Write that down. So then, because they lost New York to France, army commander people are like, get him out right now. So they get out the turkey with the chip in it. But it's not the fucking president.
Uh-oh.
So then they change them all back into humans, and the president just don't look too right.
He's got a gobbly goop.
And a little
He's
bit
got
of
a little tail.
A little bit of a tail.
Got some feathers.
Yeah.
I don't think it's my president.
I don't know. He said he was.
Guess I'll believe him.
Said he was.
Take his word for it.
You gotta take his word for it.
It's the president.
I had a note that I just remembered and forgot simultaneously. What are you doing?
Woo.
Oh, you wanted to fit? I thought you were like doing a like thingy to like change slides on me.
No.
Sorry. What the fuck was I even gonna say?
You forgot?
Yeah, I forgot. It was a common theme throughout the episode. The president keeps saying, so he says to the VP in the beginning, he's like, when he gets pissed off at the VP, that he only has him as his VP because he needs 10% of the white votes. He says it multiple times. He's like, so when later on when he meets with Coop's wife, he's like, I need your vote and 10% of your baby. So it's just like a running theme, and I love it. Anyway, back to, they have the wrong president. They changed him into a human, and it's just not right. Then they drop all the rest of the turkeys into the feeding chamber. What is the feeding chamber, you may ask?
Who's in there, you may ask?
It is FDR, our former president, as a spider. He was the guinea pig during polio research. FDR actually did have polio. And not he actually. The whole government was like, what would defeat polio? Because polio makes you not walk. Something that walks a lot, spiders. So he's a half human, half spider.
Gross.
FDR. He just never died. He's just a half human, half spider, and he eats all the turkeys.
Gross.
And all he does is keep making turkey puns based off of like things that FDR has said, like FDR phrases with turkey puns in them. No.
It's gross.
Not only just turkey puns. No, they weren't even turkey puns. They're like murder puns.
Yes, murder. I guess murder puns.
He's like, a New Deal. Murder, like it was just like evil FDR.
I feel like a boss
sayings.
fight.
Yeah,
I wanna play that in a video game.
That would be fun.
Game. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun.
Wasn't there a Rick and Morty video game that they released briefly? It was like a side scroller.
Really? Oh.
For one of the season premieres, it was like you watch the side scroller first.
Oh,
Do you
that wasn't a
remember that?
game.
But didn't they actually make it a game?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought it was like actually a game.
I know, I wish. That was the weirdest thing, that side scroller thing, if anyone saw that.
That was so cool.
That was so sick.
I love that they made references to like every episode, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then they kill him. They set him on fire.
Look at him. Look at our lovers working together. Bless you.
Thank you.
Our little lovers, Morty and...
No. Rick and President.
Curtis, right?
So yeah, we're not there yet.
Okay, fuck.
Spoiler alert,
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
So then we cut back to the turkey president, and he grabs 2 turkeys and goes to the scientist. He's like, I need these 2 turned back into humans. And she's like, what are you talking about? We turned them all back into humans. He's like, I need these back into humans. She's like, all right, whatever. And he's like, and make them 1,000% stronger. The scientist is like, and then they won't be humans. President does not care. She gets very concerned. And he straight up murders her.
Snaps her neck.
Straight up snaps her neck. Turns them into superhumans. We cut to the president addressing Congress. He's like, I have sold New York to France. They're like, what? But I have given all of the money to Congress. And they're like, oh, okay. And then all the people in the crowd are like, he became a president today. Because that's all Congress wants. Congress just wants money.
Fucking Congress.
So then the president walks in, butt naked, with Rick and Morty also naked. Because I assume they just turned back into humans and did... How did they turn back into humans, but then not have time to get clothes? Where did he turn... Well, Rick and Morty turned back into humans, actually, still while with the FDR spider.
Yeah,
but where did they go to change him back into a human? That they couldn't get clothes?
What the heck? No, that's weird.
Very weird. And
that's weird.
Congress is like, oh, well, who's this been then? And he's like, it's a fucking turkey of me, obviously.
It's just hilarious because they literally reference the turkey president as the turkey president. They know it's a fucking turkey.
They call him the turkey president.
I was so confused.
However, because he's giving them all the money, they all vote to keep turkey president in and not that president. So then what do they do? Turkey president is living his best life. The regular president calls out Mary Lou Lincoln, and a motorcycle comes out. It was very cool, and it leads them to safety.
You know that kind of thing if you're president, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot of things.
All the secret codes.
In this whole thing about, like, how there's secrets that the president knows. Maybe even the turkey president knows now. But I also love how the president and Rick just keep saving each other. It's so precious.
I love it. Oh my God, then what happens? It's so wholesome.
Well, we're not there yet.
Wait, really?
Well, we're almost there.
Oh.
So then, I think it's a commercial, and then we cut back, and they're back in the Smith household in the garage.
Yeah.
And the president's bike got blown up by Rick's turrets. But Rick was giving the president his suit. Why did he have exactly what the president wears? Boyfriend much?
Obsessed? Obsessive? Or does he have a wardrobe that he asks what suit to get and it gets suits?
No.
How do these costumes happen?
A clothing rack of outfits.
Yeah.
And they pulled out the president's perfect outfit. Then the president and Rick start arguing. He's like, why do you hate America? And Rick's like, I hate everyone. You're not cool. You're not special. You just make sports references. And he's like, I clean your litter. They're just all fighting.
You know, as any loving couple would.
And then Morty is like, maybe you're both wrong and maybe you're both right. And then the president's like, shut up, Morty. You're a fucking cock bitch. This is all your fault. Then Mama Beth comes in. She's like, do not speak to my son that way. The president's like, sorry, Ms. Smith. She's like, you're ruining Thanksgiving. So either you can continue having this fight at the bar down by the corner, or you can come in and have dinner with us like a family. And Rick's like, yeah, the bars suck on Thanksgiving. We should go in. So then they're all having dinner and they're watching Kaufman's Wizard of Oz. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Ooh,
Oh, I saved it.
A second.
I saved it. Anyway, sorry, our TV almost turned off and it powers our camera. Whole thing.
It's hilarious because I don't know, part of Thanksgiving is like not watching TV, to me at least, and it's just funny that like Jerry's just there watching TV, like when he cared so much that like the family was together. It's just like very ironic.
It's very Jerry, I think.
Yeah, he loves his TV.
I also watching like a fucked up version of Wizard of Oz.
Very Jerry.
So then they're all eating. President's like, "Can you pass the potatoes?" And Rick passes them. He's like, "Thank you." And Rick's like, "Mm-hmm."
Rick's flask is on the table.
It is? I didn't even notice. See, Chris notices a little detail. I'm just writing the
Sometimes.
whole time because I don't know if y'all can see. You probably can't see. But that block of text that you may or may not see, I write the entire summary, like step by step. So I'm writing constantly.
She's so cool. I just write like few things that I don't even know if they're good, but I write them down anyway.
And that's the other thing. I also have to write interesting points.
Yes.
So anyway, they're having dinner, and then Summer's like, the fucking turkey's raw. Jerry's upset because of the anti-portal shimmer. It threw off his timer.
Poor Jerry.
And the president rebuts back at Jerry's dig. He's like, you can talk to me when you have taxable income. So then, news report, all turkeys are being turned into superhumans. And Congress has full approval of it after their third pay raise of the day. I love
Very
how...
accurate, though. I love that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I
storyline.
love how this is just all, like, making fun of American politics and how most of it's just about money.
Yeah.
So then...
All about money.
Rick and President... Oh, and that's when we find out the president's name, because the news reporter says it. President fucking Curtis. Is that a first or last name? I don't know.
It has
But
to be a last
President
name.
Curtis. Isn't that exciting?
I know, we haven't known his name this whole time.
Or we are stupid. But I'm pretty sure
No, we
they haven't
haven't.
mentioned his name
There's no
until
way.
today. I love it. It's a good name. It's a very fitting name for him.
Yeah.
I like it. I approve of that name. So then Rick and the president talking about like, oh, what can we do about this? And then the president goes to his Marines. They're still at the same bar.
As you do
And
as
the
a
Marine, yeah. And the Marine has his pregnant wife, which I think is funny because in the montage earlier, they were all with their pregnant wives.
Yeah.
But only his pregnant wife was there. Like, we only went
that's
back
true.
to her, but none of the other pregnant wives were there.
I think we skipped that in the montage. They all had pregnant wives.
Yeah, it was
They
a montage.
all had
of-
pickup trucks. It was the same thing.
And they all got buzz cuts except for Coop.
Yeah. Coop's different.
So then the president is going to make us... Well, he comes in first. And then the bartender's like, we don't serve your kind in here. Where he's like, really? He's the president because he's black. But then we see he doesn't serve the presidents because one of the presidents... I couldn't see which one. I think it was Taft, but I could be wrong. Had a tab that he never paid.
Wait, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's why. It said like unpaid tab and the amount was like
Oh my
$500 or some shit.
What the heck?
So, and then he's like, oh. Because Coop's like, this is my boss. And they see the turkey president. He's like, that's not me. That's a turkey president. So then bartender's like, oh. Well, I'm racist. And then walks off. So then the president makes a speech that makes absolutely no sense.
What is a
It has
speech?
No point. It is just describing a speech
Speech is
and-
repeated words.
and the goal of the speech. And that's it.
My favorite speech in a while.
I mean, it was a good speech.
it was so inspirational.
Very impartial. Very great.
Yeah. I wish more speeches were like.
Yeah. They basically are because they're all pointless. I think that was the joke.
Yes.
All speeches are pointless.
Is that the theme of this episode, Ali?
How pointless politicians are.
I guess that could
yes.
be the whole point.
Yes, that is the point. Anyway, so Coop and his response to the speech. 2 words. Lock and load, which were rhetorical questions. Lock and load. So that means that they're going to support the president. Oh, there goes my Gatorade.
Thankfully, they're going to support him.
I mean,
Someone's got it.
someone's gotta. Turkeys turn into humans. It ain't right, as Coop says.
It ain't right. It's ruining America that we all love.
Oh, Dale Earhart. I don't know. I'm not country enough to remember the names he said.
Yeah, I don't know.
So anyway, then we go, and we're at the base where they're turning all the turkeys into superhumans, and Rick and Morty are in an unlicensed AT-AT.
We call it AT-AT. I've never heard
It was a joke because he was old, and old people don't know how to say things.
I don't think so. I think in the old movies they were called AT-ATs.
They're AT-ATs.
But now we call them AT-ATs.
They
in
will
the new
only
movies.
be AT-ATs.
Anyway, I remember hearing them
AT-AT
called
is stupid.
AT-ATs. Weird. It was a good reference. I gotcha.
1 out of the million of references you don't get.
I know, I don't get any references.
But it turns out the AT-AT is a decoy. There's robot Rick and Morty, and the robot Morty goes, oh, jeez. So the AT-AT blows up, and it disables the barrier so that the Marines, Rick, Morty, and the president, Curtis, can come in. By the way, I love how it's like Marines, Rick, and Morty. Morty's a 14-year-old boy.
Why is Morty
in
here?
Full armor. Like, sometimes Beth is like, oh, we're being bad parents. It's like, your son is going into a literal war with turkey superhumans. What the fuck, Beth?
Yeah, that's a good point. Rick
And nothing to say during that.
Yeah, what the hell?
So then the president brings them to the crypt of the New World, which was the whole point of the beginning. That's what Rick wanted. The Constitution has a map of a crypt, going to the crypt of the New World. And then, that's the solution of how they were going to defeat the superhuman turkeys. Mm-hmm. Turns out, Thanksgiving is actually not what we think it is. There were turkey dinosaurs who ruled the world. Then 2 spaceships dropped with 2 different clans, and they hated each other. It's basically like Alien and Predator, I think they were trying to play on the 2 different clans. But one was dressed as traditional Native American, and one was dressed as traditional Pilgrim. Mm-hmm. And they may have hated each other, but they hated turkeys more than anything. So they united over their hatred of turkeys, and they saved the world and allowed humans to exist.
The weirdest storyline I've ever heard.
That's when it took a turn, and I was like, I don't feel like we're watching Rick and Morty anymore. This is a turn that I did not expect.
It's like some deep lore that like affects the whole world. Like, it's just weird. Like, why?
Very weird. So anyway, he calls upon them, and he says their activation code, and then it looks like they're going to fight, but then they hold hands, and Morty's like, oh, they love each other. So then they go, and they kill all the turkey people. Their attack, they just yell, corn! And then, like, a giant corn sprouts up. I want this attack solely to have corn. I want endless corn.
Corn's good. What
Love corn.
Man, this episode really has that theme of, like, enemies working together.
Yeah.
Like, over and over again.
Common enemies are the best binding force.
Yeah.
For any enemies.
Yeah.
Write that down. Write that down. So the turkey president comes out of the shadows to President Curtis, Rick, and Morty, and they're like, "We're gonna stop you." And then he sends up the Washington Monument, which has the superhuman humanizer thing. It's a humanizer.
Yeah,
I wrote it down.
Nice.
So the president, he's like, "What do you now? You have to choose: is fight me or stop the planet from having turkeys as their new master race." And he's like, are you serious? There are 3 of us, and 2 of them are spacemen. I'm going to sit here and kick your ass, and they're going to go stop that. So then he's like, oh, plan. By the way, Rick, you got your pardon. And Morty's like, aw.
Oh, I'm so proud of Rick.
So then the turkey president are going to go fight. We go to space, Rick and Morty. There's a voice thing that's like, gobble, gobble. What? Targets acquired or some shit. It's going to turn all of them and all the turkeys into superhumans. So it's like, who the fuck is that for? Fucking space superhuman turkeys come out of nowhere. Rick starts fighting them. He's like, Morty, go cut the blue wire. Then we go back down to the Battle of the Presidents. They're kicking each other's asses. There's an emergency shut-off wrench that they both pull out of the water.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. Why were there 2?
In a random field.
Very random.
President knows this kind of thing.
Yeah, so the president's like, he's ready to go. And the turkey president's like, I've been you for a day, and I know more than you. And then he pulls out the same wrench, and then they start fighting with wrenches. Then we go back up to space. And Morty's like, How blue are we talking? And I was like, because they're like 3 different shades of blue, basically.
They're all blue. There's like 7 wires. They're all blue.
Rick's like, just fucking cut one. He's like, can't we just destroy the monument? He's like, no, it's a national monument. We just got pardoned. You want to do this all again next year? So Morty, one of the space superhuman turkeys, gets to Morty, and then Morty kills him, but he also cuts the moon in the process with the same thing that he hit the fucking Statue of Liberty with. Like, why do we keep giving him this ray gun thing? He's not doing the best.
He's awful with the ray gun.
He cut the moon. Also, there was a flag on the moon, which shows that the moon was not staged, even though there's evidence that it was before in another episode.
That's not right. That's weird. Also, like...
Maybe we ended up going to the moon later on.
Yeah.
No, we could.
Is this split moon gonna, like, come up?
Well, it wasn't split.
I think he fully split the moon in half.
No, it just got cut.
Really? I thought it split entirely in half.
No, it just got cut a little bit.
Oh, that's okay then.
And then he accidentally destroys the monument, and when it gets destroyed, it says, heritage destroyed. Rick's like, God damn it, you had one job. They go back down. The president wins against the turkey president. He has like a hole in his chest. And the turkey president pulls out his wishbone, and he's like, I wish to explode, and breaks it. And then he explodes, but the president dives into the water, and his life is flashing before his eyes. Every PlayStation is mentioned in this. Maroon 5's mentioned. Very weird things that are important in his life. Not even his presidential thing was there.
No.
PlayStation 5 was there, though.
Yeah. I don't get it. The wishbone turkey should have wished that the president was dead or something. I feel like you got more power in a wish than just to explode, you know?
He's a turkey. He can't think that far ahead.
He's a very smart turkey.
Yeah, he's pretty smart. So then Rick pulls him out, and he's like, I assumed your life was flashing before your eyes. I didn't know when to pull you out. He's like, it was. And what a life it was. It was all PlayStations, which I get. So then he thanks the aliens, and the aliens are like, you betrayed your people. He's like, I don't speak your language. I just know the activation code. Sorry. But I would say give America another chance. And they stare at him, and they throw their gun at him. And it looks like they're going to fight again, but then they hug. And I just love the excitement of Rick. He's like, oh, they're going to fight. They're really going to do it. And then Morty's like, oh, they love each other every time. Oh, they love each other. And then they go back into their crypt, and they go back to sleep.
Weird, man.
And then Morty's like, I thought we were more special than that. I thought, we made everything, and that's why we own everything. But I don't know how to feel anymore. And the president's like, feel thankful, Morty. Feel thankful. Get it? Because it's Thanksgiving. And then, so then, the after scene, we go back to Coop and his wife, and they're in the supermarket now. Their baby's born.
Okay, for the most part.
Yeah, and he's saying how they're still poor, and she's like, "What? The president owes you." He's like, "Yeah, it's not our fault. Our insurance got cut. They need missiles," which I love. That it's because our military budget is way too expensive. I'm not getting political, but like, come on. However, like, we can't afford insurance for everybody. Ridiculous. I love that was a play on that. And then she's like, oh, I'm gonna go get something. Hold the baby. So he holds the baby, and then like he accidentally knocks over blueberries. So he reverts back. It was a play on PTSD, but as a turkey rather than like, war.
Mm-hmm.
So then he starts like foraging the blueberries, and his wife starts crying. She's so upset because he's making a scene. Like a lot of people who are supporting somebody with PTSD when they unfortunately have to make a scene because they're going through the shit,
Yeah.
So all the people are like, I would never pay for his healthcare, and judging him. And the instrumental of the theme song that was playing about like the pickup trucks and pregnant wife started playing again.
They really do good with like playing the song twice, and like it has very different meanings.
Yeah, I love it. Killing it out there. That's my favorite part of this season.
People are doing great.
Killing it. And then that's the end of the episode.
What happened to New York?
What do you mean what happened to New York?
France owns it?
Yeah.
Still?
I guess. Damn. R.I.P. New York.
Yeah.
I do love that, like, when the Statue of Liberty assassin first came to New York, President was like, New York can handle their own bullshit. It's true. We've dealt with a lot. New Yorkers, you know?
Yeah.
You got anything good?
We've talked about everything.
Yeah.
The only thing is, like, I know Morty briefly was like, or someone said, like, do turkeys sleep in trees or something?
Yeah. The turkey president mentions, he's like, that's why in the wild we sleep in trees and fly. And back in space, Morty was like, do turkeys actually sleep in trees? Chris looked it up. They fucking sleep in trees.
Like way up there.
It's a little like menacing. There's like big ass birds in some trees.
That'd be so creepy. If I saw that in the woods.
At night, like that'd be so super fucking terrifying.
Wizard of Oz.
They're big birds. They can fuck you up.
Yeah.
God.
You ever seen turkeys in real life? Like waddling around?
No, I don't think I've ever seen like a turkey in the
There's
wild.
like turkey packs that like go through our neighborhood all the time.
Not anymore. You moved.
Yeah. True.
We in San Diego.
I don't think we'll see turkeys wandering our streets anytime soon.
I mean, there's no trees for them to go on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are there a lot of turkeys in California?
I don't think so.
I would ask Google, but you know how that went last time I tried to ask Google a fucking question. She was like, hey, give me a phone number. Give your phone number out to everybody.
Yeah. Trying to dox us.
So, let's see. Oh, I talked about a lot of things.
That's good.
I'm very proud of myself.
Me too. You know, this was my least favorite episode so far. It was fun, but I don't really get I get it, but like I don't know. Compared to all the other episodes that had seeming like a clear theme, this one felt a little random and like.
I think it had a very clear theme.
Well, sure, but like I didn't like it. I think I would have liked it if it was actually Thanksgiving time. I think just like it not being was really weird for me.
I get what you mean a little bit. Like is it my least favorite? I don't know if it's my least favorite. Maybe it just like threw me off, which is like not a problem in and of itself.
Yeah.
But it was odd. Especially, I don't know, something about the Crypt of the New World shit like really threw me off.
It was so weird for Rick and Morty.
Like even like the turkey superhumans, like I can get on board with that. But something about the Crypt of the New World threw me off. I was like, this isn't very Rick and Morty-ish, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it. Let's see, what else do I got out? So back when they were talking about their plans of how Rick's gonna get pardoned, but President's like, no, we're one step ahead. There's a turkey wrangler. They euthanized the turkey wrangler. It was a person. Not that I believe in euthanization for animals either, but like it was a full ass person.
I love also that Rick is like it's switched back to Rick and he's like, which are all the ghost organizations I control? Like he controls like the trucks that bring the pardoned turkeys. Like he sees like I own ghost corporations that like it's like what the fuck? Rick owns like a organization that just moves turkeys. It's hilarious to me. I love that.
Again, why do they live? Maybe that's why they live in this house. Rick spends all this money building corporations that don't make any money and are just meant for like his sole purpose of once a year getting pardoned by the fucking president.
Yeah. Once a year, you can do whatever he wants.
Once a year. So let's see what else. Oh, when the president, Rick, and Morty as turkeys were running away from FDR Spider. There's always a sentence I say in these episodes that I'm like,
never thought you'd say that
sentence. And those words should not be in that order. That doesn't make sense. It's crazy how like fantasy shows get you saying weird shit that should not make sense. Anyway, when Turkey, Rick, Morty, and President Curtis were running away from Spider FDR, he was saying, we made the president, FDR, a spider. Morty's like, you're taking credit for this? And he's like, the office comes with baggage, Morty. I love that he's accountable for it. Even though it's not him. He was probably not even born yet.
Yeah.
While they're having Thanksgiving dinner with the Smiths.
The old Smiths.
The president mentioned wiping out... No. Oh, the turkey superhumans were going to wipe out the Americans. And someone was like, fitting. Wiping out native populations on Thanksgiving. He's like, what? What did you say? And she's like, I don't know. All young people talk about how Thanksgiving's a sham. But it was actually a revelation that he was like, yes, we need the natives. The crypt of the New World. The real natives. Even though, no, because they were aliens.
You're right. I don't know. The turkey dinosaurs were the name.
Turkey dinosaurs. Turkey dinosaurs.
Is that a play on how dinosaurs like actually have feathers and not scales?
Maybe. I mean, I know they're related to chickens.
Yeah. I guess they kind of look like... But then like the ones in the crypt look like actual turkey dinosaurs. So I don't know.
But maybe that's what they look like. I mean, we don't know what they look like. We know what their bones look like. We know what their structure looks like. Technically, it could fully look like that. Because the bone structure was like the same as a dinosaur.
Yeah, that's true.
You never know.
Fucking weird. It's too weird. It's too weird.
It was very weird.
It's too much.
There was a gobble. Oh, when the Washington Monument was speaking.
Yeah.
About the targets, it like did a very deep voice gobble. It was like, I can't redo it. It was really funny. That's my favorite part of the whole episode.
Really? I didn't even hear that.
It was like a deep voice. It did a gobble.
Yeah.
But it was like a very deep voice. No, it wasn't the monument. It was the superhumans. When they were attacking, they did like a but like with stereotypical marine voices mixed with a gobble. It was hilarious. Funny. Let's see. Second to last thing technically, but last tiny thing that I just thought was hilarious. There's like some army men at the base, not superhuman, but they're not the Marines that came with regular President Curtis. They're like, what side are we fighting on? And it's like, I don't know. I think we've done enough to pay for college. Because so many people go to the army or just military in general as a way to get free college.
No, that's true.
Which also speaks to how fucking shitty it is, how fucking expensive college is. Anyway, continue.
Yes, that's very true. It's just funny, like, am I on the good side? Am I on the bad side? Like, I think that was kind of touched on a few times too. But like,
there is no good or bad.
It's all about perspective, everybody.
Except for the turkey superhumans. That ain't right.
That ain't right.
So let's see. My last note. While watching the episode, and this was the revelation I had early in this episode, if you remember.
I remember.
It was connected to this. While watching the regular episode, I was like, how did they not know it was the president? The turkeys, one, look different. Mm-hmm. Two, they're talking. Like, they speak regular English. Yes, they did.
Only turkeys can hear that.
I'm not there yet. Oh. We heard it as regular English.
Correct.
However, all the other turkeys we heard as regular gobbles. Right? Yes? Mm-hmm. Are you following along?
I think I get where you're going.
So then for me, I was like, okay, so everyone can hear the regular turkeys as gobbles, and everyone can hear the human turkeys as what the human turkeys are saying.
Yeah.
However, no, you see, I made the revelation, and now I still have another piece of information that knocks that down again. The turkey coop was talking to the commander on a headset. How would he be able to understand that? Was there a translator through the headset? So anyway, to me, I was like, everybody can hear the English of it. But then it was like, there was a point where I think you made the point of it that like there's turkey blindness. Humans can't hear or perceive unusual turkeys.
Yeah.
However, the commander could hear turkey coop through the headset and like knew who to turn into which human. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's still a little bit of logic missing there. But the revelation I came to was the turkey blindness. But I guess they were just saying that like only we could hear the human turkeys, but there could have been, I guess, like a transmitter through the translator through the mic, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit of a,
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe it. I want to believe it though. So I assume that humans just can't hear or understand or perceive different turkeys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Something about that don't sit right. Was that clear? Did I make sense?
Yes, definitely. Fucking weird, man.
Weird.
I don't know.
So,
This episode was I don't know for me.
So that's like
out of 10.
That's why it's weird that they couldn't tell that Curtis was still in there, or that Rick and Morty.
Wasn't it because of the pills though? Like they can scan whose DNA's in the pill.
What?
The pill that they swallowed.
What about it?
That's how they know what turkey's what, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't explain how you could talk to Coop.
Yeah, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm not gonna touch that.
Not touching it. Anyway, that's all I have for that episode. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
But I was very confused, and not in like a I'm too stupid for this, in a this doesn't seem normal
Yeah,
way.
it's not right. It's not a Rick and Morty episode that should have happened. I don't think.
Oh, wow. He's harsh about it.
Just weird. Too weird.
I'm down for it, but it was definitely a little off.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts you got?
I hated it. Just kidding. It was pretty.
Apparently.
No. That was great analysis, my love.
Thank you. I'm sounding like this. I hope it sounds better than I think it
You
sounds.
sound like almost normal.
My ears are clogged. So, can't really tell.
Poor Allie.
Anyway. Did I actually explain that well? I feel like I did.
Oh, yeah. I got it.
We understood the human turkey talk.
Yes.
We couldn't understand all the other turkeys. Technically, humans can't understand the human turkeys or any other turkeys. But there's a little there's a little plot hole. That's the word I'm looking for. There's a little plot hole because Coop and the commander understood each other through the headset. Maybe it's just the headset. Anyway. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Happy birthday. Also, we're a day early.
Woo!
It's going out on
Killing
Friday. Which is
it.
hilarious because I was like, we're going to be earlier.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, you're fucked. And I was like, yeah, we're going to be early. We're a day earlier. You can't knock me. We're doing it.
We did it. Going big. Only 2 more episodes left in this season, so.
And they're probably going to be on a Saturday.
Yep.
Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Have a good day. Happy birthday. Love you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Take us out, Chris.
Sip, 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 sip.
That did not sound right. Let me try that again.
Sip, sippy, sip, sip, sip.
Never mind.
That was worse.
I just got throat fucked by Gatorade.
Bye, everybody.